Is day 2 of turning $100 into $1,000. Now, the original episode 1 was last week. Okay, I had every intentions of trading on Friday to make that day 2, but I did not realize that the markets were going to be closed that Friday. So we didn't trade that Thursday and didn't trade Friday because the market was closed. We are back at it. This will be episode 2, and it is Monday. It is currently 5:33 in the morning, so we still got a couple of hours before the market open. But I wanted to kind of look at some levels now to kind of see what I want to kind of work with today for our play. Now, I will say this. I am still deciding whether we're going to do a day trade or whether we're going to do another swing trade, because I got Palantir on my radar. For some reason, Palantir has just been on my radar for us to do. Also for me to trade on my main account as well. So I'm going to be looking at Palantir. I'm going to be looking at Tesla. And what else I got on my list over here? And I got Nvidia on my list as well. Now, the only thing with Tesla has earnings coming up on the 22nd. I don't like playing earnings, and it's going to be, it's a 50-50 thing with Tesla right now. When they had their delivery reports, they missed their deliveries, and the stock did not shoot down the way many thought that it was going to. And so with Tesla right now having such a heavy support at around 233, 235, kind of around that zone, it's a possibility it could bounce. And it's also wedging. So if you don't know what that is, it's just when something starts to wedge, a breakout is about to take place, upside or downside. I'm definitely not interested in holding anything overnight with Tesla, even if we decide to get into it, because we don't know how those earnings are going to go. They could easily bounce at that heavy support level depending on how things go today, or it could break and it could shoot down. A lot of people feel like they're about to make a parabolic move to the upside. We don't know, because we could get a similar reaction to how things went with the delivery reports, and we think that it's about to shoot down, like straight down, but it doesn't actually go that far, and it kind of push a little bit higher. So it can go either way. But I'm still keeping on the radar. I'm still watching. I got some levels for it. Let's see. I was also going to be looking at AMD today, and those are just a few. So I'm going to look at these, put some levels on the charts, and see kind of what we're working with, and I make the move from there. And as always, keep you guys updated, show you guys exactly what I'm doing on the charts and why I'm about to do what I'm about to do, whether we're in calls or puts. And I'll also be updating you guys on whether or not it'll be a hold, whether we're going to hold it for a few days, hold it for the week, or if we just going to get in and we're going to get out, because I do want to explore all the different types: scalping, day trading, and swing. So we're working with $155. Now, another thing too is that even though we got 155, one of the things I try not to do is to risk the entire amount. But I know with our first play, it was $94, so we had like $6 left over. But there wasn't nothing that I was trying to do with that, right? But it's just like, leave a little something left over for every single play that we get into, just to kind of have something there. So if we got 155, maybe find something that cost us like $100, or do something again that costs us $94, and then we just keep adding to that while leaving something in our accounts. But depending on what I select, how it goes, the confidence in the play, then hey, if we do the full 150, 155, then cool. Okay, so it just all depends on the play. So that's just how things are going so far. I'm getting my notes ready. Of course, I got my trading journal. I have my little black book of candlestick patterns here, and I got my notebook, getting these levels down, getting the ideas down, then getting the levels down, and then kind of see how we're going to do it from there. So I'll be back. So I'm looking at Palantir. I'm still on Palantir, and I noticed here that we have ourselves a bear flag created and presented itself. So what the bear flag is, okay? It is just basically, just like it says, a bear flag is a bearish move, okay? The price is coming down, we push up, come down, push up, and then we eventually break these trend lines that we got here, okay? So what I'm trying to see take place is, because we are still in the pre-market, 7:42, so we still got some time before the market opens. What I want to see is if this flag holds in between the trend lines by the time the market opens. If it does, we could potentially catch this before it breaks from the trend lines and use this as our day trade for the day, or just use this episode to be our very first day trade versus the first one where we did a swing trade on GameStop. So depending on how this setup goes, if it still holds, if the flag holds in between, by the market open, we could potentially make our move and catch it going to the downside and make this our trade. So the option chain, of course, still got to reset, but right now this is what I'm watching, and I'm looking at this on a 5 minute time frame. So that right there just lets you know, okay, this right here would be a short term play. Okay, don't have any plans of being in it too long, because we want to act on what this bear flag gives us and then take our profit and get out. So as of right now, I'm still watching it, see how this thing runs, and see what our move is going to be come 9:30 when the market actually opens. So that was just the next update, and I will update you guys next on when we enter the play, or if Palantir is the play that enter, because I'm kind of flipping back and forth between the charts. So I'll update again in a bit. As you guys can see, it pushed down a little bit, it broke out, but right at the market open, as you guys can see, we are pushing up pretty heavy. So what I have is these two levels at the top that I'm waiting for. As you guys can see, it broke this resistance here. So I'm seeing where they take it next, and we play this thing on a support and resistance, whereas we are pushing above damn near 90 almost. But with this being overbought right here, we can get ready to see some downside, especially with us coming up on these resistance right here. So this first resistance I had up here has been broken, and that was a level that I was looking for it to actually test. And then this level up here. Okay, so that's currently where we are. The bear flag played out very, very short term, but hey, we are on a 5 minute time frame. So that was pre-market, and now that the market is open, we see where this thing goes next. All right, y'all. So the Palantir play on that 5 minute for a day trade was a little bit invalidated. Now, could we have still entered? Yes, but remember, I was kind of flipping back between Palantir, Nvidia, and then AMD, and then as well as Tesla. But I had to ease up on Tesla because I completely forgot, what we're working with and the premium on Tesla. Yeah, so that one I was looking at that for my other account, but I didn't enter any plays for Tesla today. Okay, I just did QQQ and I just did Nvidia on my main account, and I'm looking to get into Nvidia for our swing. Okay, so what I'm looking at right now is for Nvidia to come back down to this 95, to this support level. Okay, if we can hold and bounce there, and even if we do fall below, then this will definitely be a swing trade, and we will be holding it. And it's two levels of support that I was looking at with Nvidia. That was 96.70 and that 95 level. So even if we do break that 96 level, that 96.70, and come down to like that 95 even, then I'm cool with that. I'm confident in the play, so I'm not worried that even if we fall further down, that I'm not tripping. So that's what I'm looking at now with Nvidia, and I'm definitely looking at for us to hold this play, whether it's the entire week or once we kind of hit our marks, which is around 25-30%, or if beyond that we get some, it's confidence there to say, okay, we're gonna push a little bit higher, and if not, we take out 25, we take out 30, and we get on up out of there. But we are definitely going to hold this thing. That's where we at right now. I'm looking at the charts right now, and then once I enter that play, I will update you guys on that. So we are going to go with Nvidia as our play. Nvidia has come to test that 9690 level that I had and that I was waiting for a support retest for us to get in, hold, and ride this thing back up. Okay, so we are going to enter into a call, and I am going to go with a 102 call for this play. Okay, so we're gonna go here and let's see. We're gonna go. So it's already on our mid 115 and 102, and I am going to place our order. Okay, so we are officially in our NVIDIA play and our second play of the series. All right, so I done entered into our NVIDIA play, and the markets are about to close. Now, well, I'm gonna say as expected, but like I said in a little earlier, that if we broke that 96, we would probably be coming down to that 95, which are two levels that I was watching, and it did come down to 95 and it bounced back. We're holding this thing. I'm confident in how this thing is going to play out. Right now, we are down 15%, and I'm cool with that. I'm not really tripping. It's cool. So that's just the progress of where we are so far. So we've entered into our NVIDIA play, 102 call with a 25th expiration date. All right. And that's Friday. And so that's how we're going to do this thing. So kind of keep you guys updated on how this whole thing goes. And what I've decided to do is every time I do one of these, then kind of update you guys on the progress of it by the day and kind of what is, what we're looking at on the charts, and do it like that, because that just kind of keeps you like, okay, so why are we still holding the play, and just a little bit of update on each one of the episodes and each one of our swing trades. We had $155, but this particular position cost us $115. Okay, so I want to try to get into positions, and instead of risking the full amount, try to leave something there. Okay, try to leave a little something there, and that could potentially act as something if I were to decide to get into another position and did something a little bit on the small end to hold for a little bit. Probably just depends, but I'm not looking to do more than one trade, but I'm also not looking to risk the entire account on our trade. Okay, could we? Yeah, because we're working with a small amount, so we do want to try to get in the best position possible, so it could take more. But got in $115. That leaves about what, $40 left, like just sitting there, to be something done with it. And there ain't too much we can really do with it, unless we go and find a very, very, very low cap stock, or just go crazy out of the money with where we are, whether it's good or bad. One of the things that comes with trading is we will not win them all, and we might see some losses. But the goal here is to go through this series with very low risk, simple plays that we could potentially come out of this thing with 100% wins, all the way up to going from 100 to 1,000. Okay, wait, before you go, don't forget to go down in the description and grab your little black book of candlestick patterns, and grab your trading journals. They're available in black and pink. Okay, and when you get 2 or more books, you get a free notebook to take your trading notes in. That comes with this, absolutely free. So all of that is available down below in the description. You don't have to look for this. This is 100% free with the purchase of 2 or more books, all available down below in the description. All right, now I'm done. Y'all have a good day.